you tuning in. So if you can hear me well, type yes in the comments. As usual, there may be a bit of delay, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use your to see your comments. So hope everybody's doing well. Actually, let me turn off my phone. This is embarrassing. So, okay. So, if you don't know me, my name is Howie Simeon. Some of you will recognize the last name. If you've ever looked online for Tennis Elbow Bryce, you might recognize the last name. But more importantly, I help people get permanent tennis elbow relief, but not how you might think. But before we get started, if you're really serious about getting relief, go to TennisElbow.com. So clients come to me because they want to get rid of their tennis elbow pain. They've tried everything, like going to doctor, therapist, injections, and then all they get is more nagging pain. So basically temporary benefits at best, and sometimes their pain actually gets worse. So basically there's a lot of frustration. They're doing everything that their medical professionals are telling them to do. They don't get the results they want. Actually makes you wonder, you wish there was something that would cut through the kind of the vicious cycle you're in. You're not alone. And if you're upset, that I was upset as well. I didn't know, I don't know about you, but I spent a ton of money doing this. And let me see if I can pull up a quick graphic that I had made a while ago. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, yeah. So basically, this depicts just the pain that you get from whatever. It could be golf, it could be tennis, it could be bricklaying, it could be stitching, typing, anything like that. So you have some kind of onset of tennis elbow pain. So you shell out a little bit of money, co-pays, deductibles. If you don't have insurance, you pay even more. And you get the doctor. And if you're lucky, you might get a few therapy visits. And you might get recommended, if I can jump here to cortisone steroid injections, but usually it's here's some pills, or maybe here's a brace, and some of the braces can work temporarily. So that's not saying that can't. But basically, you're sent on your way with probably pills and some other products. So let's say that doesn't work, and all it's doing is just masking the issue. You're probably going to end up getting the steroid injections. If you're some of the lucky few that actually last 4 weeks, some people come out of it with more pain. But if you're some of the lucky ones that actually get some relief for 4 weeks, you think everything is fine, finally wears off, and you're right back. Seen this many times. I've gone through this cycle. I didn't have very good success with steroid injection. So it was painful up front, and it didn't actually help. It didn't make things worse, but it didn't make things better. So let's see. Yeah, so that might sound familiar. And here's what I tell people that are going through this. Basically, there's one thing that always works, and that's to always focus on the root cause. And that's not just like stretches and exercises, but you need to use some kind of system that addresses the upstream release. So I don't know how familiar a lot of you are, but the shoulder and neck area is usually the source of tennis elbow. And you do have to address tennis elbow at it where it is in the elbow area, but also upstream. That's extremely important. Also live support. So there's always questions. Hey, this exercise hurts more, or this stretch doesn't feel right. So getting live support is important. So by the way, if you're really serious about getting tennis elbow relief, go to TennisElbow.com. We guide people through live support by me and Dr. Jen Diamond Hardesty, and she's a doctor in physical therapy. And we also give your money back if you're not happy. So no risk to you. Let me tell you a story about Mary and the vicious cycle she found herself in. She was a client, and this might sound familiar to a lot of you. So Mary got tennis elbow from keyboard typing at her work as an admin assistant. She just languished in pain at first. She started Googling around, thought she might have tennis elbow. So she did the right thing. She went to a doctor to get diagnosis. And after a few tests, her doctor confirmed the diagnosis. So her doctor told her that he can offer cortisone injection shot, which would give her relief. But she hates injections unless she has to do it. So she asked the doctor for an alternative. He told her he could, she could get a few visits at physical therapy, which was probably a good idea. So her sessions went well. She got some relief, but she didn't really keep up with her exercises. And the reason is she only got like 2 or 3 sessions. In her case, 3 sessions, because that's what her insurance allowed. She did get some printouts from the therapist, which is good, but she didn't have support outside the PT office. And from what I've seen from clients, they just don't follow up if they don't have somebody there. Like basically ask them, hey, how are things going? And, just checking up on them. That's not how any insurance or medical system works nowadays. So, once you're out of the office, you're done. So anyway, she didn't have support outside the PT office. After more pain, she goes back to the doctor. And so basically, he does get her a cortisone steroid injection. And she's one of the few people that actually get some immediate results, positive results. And she goes back to work, excited about her new life without pain. And it's only 4 weeks later, her pain is back. And basically, that's what we call a vicious cycle right there. And she's back to the doctor. Doctor was like, well, maybe it's more serious than we thought. Let's do an MRI. So basically, an MRI, while it's a perfectly fine diagnostic tool, is putting you on the road to surgery and potentially more injections. Doctors allow about 3 injections a year, some 4. So it's either, surgery or more injections. That's the vicious cycle. It's awful. I've been through it. So one thing is to always notice when you're in a vicious cycle and seek help with someone that understands upstream causes and provides life support to you, so you don't just go back to the pain and more frustration. So by the way, if you want a deeper dive on what we call the upstream release method, go to TennisElbow.com. Thank you all for watching. Let me see how many people. So yeah, says there's 1 person online. If you have any questions for me, I appreciate you watching through. That's cool. If you have any questions for me, just leave a comment. I can see the comment. Might be like a 2-3 second delay, but I will be able to see the comment. So, and also I'll be able to answer questions after the live stream. So any questions it can be about anything. It can be about this topic. If you've ever been in a vicious cycle, like I described, basically, if you've been through this process, pain, doctor therapy visits, more pills, more products. And if you're in a Tennis Elbow group, you know about the gimmicks. What do I do? People have the mentality like, what do I do to get rid of the pain right now? Because it's awful. And I kind of don't blame them, but it's not a permanent solution. And then no one likes injections, but that's what happens. Wears off, back to pain. So if you've been through this, make a comment, or if you have a question, let me know. Okay, I'll just give it a few seconds. All right, everybody. And again, I'll be able to answer your questions. Just type below and I'll get to you, and hope everybody has a great day. All right, take care.